Hello, my name is Breganowski.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching The Inner Gamer On.
And today we'll be talking about brand new, first ever seen gameplay reveal of Horizon Forbidden West, taking place in a futuristic San Francisco. It looks really good, really exciting. The graphics are freaking crazy. And we're going to talk all about what we saw in the trailer right here. Let's check it out.
And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and bang that bell, because you know you want to. And YouTube needs you to do all that. So help us out.
One of the biggest pieces of information that we had drop this week is Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, and Guerilla Games, PlayStation. They had a state of play, PlayStation Guerilla Games, and they revealed the first ever gameplay of Horizon Forbidden West, which I had no idea. Austin knew this a little bit, but I had no idea that the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn, did not take place in a fictional world. It was actually based on Utah, Wyoming, and Colorado. And I had no idea. And my mind was blown. And apparently there was stuff in the game that was like literally like recreations of those things.
Yep.
So had no idea. So Horizon Forbidden West takes you a bit further west, and you'll see in this trailer references to things in San Francisco, such as the Golden Gate Bridge and the Crooked Street and various things like that. So that was pretty cool.
The more you know, Brett. The more you know.
The more you know. So we watched this trailer, and it was about 13 to 15 minutes long. First part was just like a story sequence that they showcased, and then they took a break and had some game director come on and said, now we're going to talk about some of what you saw in the trailer. And they went into some of the details and mechanics that came to be. But some of the pieces that we saw in here were just kind of an introduction to the narration or the narrative that's going to take place. So they have this thing called red blight that's poisoning everything. The clock is ticking on life, and you'll see it as you're watching through the trailer of the different, like this red toxic, whatever this thing is, in different areas
of red lightning.
Yeah, well, that's also stuff on the ground too. Like there's like different pieces of stuff that's like on the plants and on the shrubs and stuff like that of like red. It's the blight has already like taken hold onto the ground as well.
Well, I figured the storm brought the blight, which made everything die and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I mean, you can see it like the remnants of it like scattered around everywhere, like in different pieces. So there's like little pops of red in the environment and things as you're traveling through. There was that shot of her like riding the horse, or not the horse, the robot machine. And there's like bits of like along the beach line. There's like bits of like red. It almost looks like coral in a way, but it's like, or like slime stuff that like covers the plants and the shrubs and things of that nature in this red stuff that's trying to take over and control all the things. So they showcased a little bit of that. They jumped into some of the tools that you have that you can use. So they have one of the things that I noticed she was doing a lot was like this scanner that when you click the scanner, it kind of shows you like points of interest that you can use to get mobile around the world. So like things you can grab onto and different pieces of that, and it highlights those deals.
That's nice. Because usually it's like, oh, you can climb here. So here's like this paint or this obvious discoloration in the rock or indoor rubble, whatever. And now it's like, oh, use a scanner because you can't see exactly where to climb. But now because of technology, you can see exactly where to climb.
Yeah.
Which is now like glowing neon in certain areas, which is still kind of weird. But at the same time, I like that it's not just like obvious.
At least they're not like designing it into the world itself. It's just like, you know,
if you want to
add on. Yeah.
But man, you can climb almost anything, it seemed like, and you can go high. And there might not be anything else to climb on, but there's that one part she was climbing, running away from this elephant thing, and she was like climbing up the side, and then she just like jumped over, and now she has a grappling hook, which she grappled to like this other pillar not too far away, but there's like nowhere else to go. So she jumped off, and she has a freaking glider. So she's Breath of the Wild-ing it now.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that thing was super cool. So they call that the grappling hook, they call it the pull caster. Okay. And it allows her to speed up, being able to catapult around and pull herself up and down in whatever way. And then the
shield wing
umbrella thing is a shield wing, which is a holographic umbrella, basically, that populates and stuff like that. But yeah, that was really neat to see her like to see how quickly you can maneuver and navigate through the world. It's not as much just like focus on the ground as it was before. Like you're actually able to be agile and kind of be like a freaking parkour character as you're jumping around these different parts of the environment.
Yeah, it's usually more linear like, and you obviously see where you can go up certain things, and but this just seems like it's scattered throughout the world, so do what you want. Yeah. You can do what you want and create your own game plan on the fly, which was awesome to see.
And then there was a part where she dove underwater, and I was like, how the fuck is she like surviving underwater for this long?
That's what I said.
Turns out she had a diving mask on.
I didn't see that.
I didn't either. I was like, how did she just like throw it on as she dove down in? I was really confused. That was what was happening there. But yeah, she just like go underwater and she can just like swim. And what was amazing about this is like, you know, normally you dive underwater, you can tell like we're entering next generation here because you dive underwater and it's like as detailed underwater as it was above water.
Right.
And there's like shit flying through there, like, or not shit, but like, there's like, you know, there's like poop flying everywhere. You know, it's kind of brown stain. No, I'm just kidding. There's these like underwater machines that are traveling through that also have their own bit of complexity probably. And like just a lot of different machines in here that I'm like, oh gosh, there's gonna be threats everywhere.
Yeah.
But that was really cool to see how beautiful underwater diving was, and I'm curious what that's going to look like in later parts of the game, like how much you're going to spend underwater to experience all of that stuff. Then they introduced a little bit of the combat. So throughout the course of the game, like there was a part where you were fighting these little like raptor looking machines that were running around, and really you were just trying to escape them. But every once in a while you'd shoot at them and do different things. She has a smoke bomb that she can drop down to distract them for a minute to like run away. And then she fought this big, huge, like woolly mammoth looking creature that these like tribal people ride on and was attacking her. And that was like the big, huge boss battle. And in it, she had like, she has all these different types of arrows that she can use. Like there was this one part where she had like it was like a lobbing grenade that she would shoot up and like hit it, and it would cause an explosion that caused all the platform stuff that the tribal people were on to like fall down, and the rubble would fall apart. And then she had one where it was like running after her, so she shot this other arrow that was like sludge that would like slow it down for a period of time. And then she had a sharpshooter one that she would hold down and it would zoom in and like go slow motion so she could target like hotspots, which I thought was really awesome because I could really use that in situations where you're trying to hit the weak points, to like pull off the armor so you can get into the more vulnerable area of the beast.
Yeah.
Just a lot of different tools at her disposal to make stuff happen. And she even found a gun that was on the ground that she was able to pick up and start using it as like a freaking Gatling gun that she was shooting at the thing with to blow it up. So there's like weapons now in this game, which I don't remember there being guns before, right?
I think you could pick up guns that fell off of other beasts before. Yeah, because I think the big like T-Rex looking thing had a gun that you can pick up and shoot at it.
Really? Okay.
I can't remember. But now I kind of want to go back and play Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was funny. You never even finished it, so you need to.
I know. I don't know if I will though. It's just so much.
Hey, you're about to have a lot more time.
I know. Well, yes, okay. Maybe. Yeah.
Look, Horizon Zero Dawn is at the bottom of the list. The top of the list is God of War.
I know. Yeah.
God dang it.
Well, top of the list right now is Yakuza. Okay. I'm in that
Yakuza
shit right now, man. I'm in it.
I see.
I'm in it to win it.
All right.
But
all right.
Yeah, I might go back. I mean, I still own Horizon actually. Like I never sold it, so it's still on my shelf, so I could play it if I want to jump into it. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really cool mechanics and stuff in here. Just that plus the mobility, like, really shows that there's a lot of. I mean, there's just gonna be so much more you can do to get around and figure out how to pull out the best, mechanics and tools to attack. One thing that I wish this game had, I wish it was co-op. I feel like it'd be so fun to have another friend or two in there to take down these beasts together. And doing it by myself, I'm like, I just like having a co-op. But then again, it like could hamper the experience as well.
That's true.
But I think that would be a lot of fun. But goddamn, is this game gorgeous?
Yeah.
Like when I first saw it, I was like, this looks a little unrealistic. But then as I got into it further, I was like, okay, no, there's so much freaking detail in this game.
Yeah,
it looks so good.
Because usually there's like a noticeable difference between cutscene and gameplay. Like even with PlayStation 4, when they were actually pretty similar.
Yeah.
But there was like obvious, like you could tell these polygons or like the quality of certain things would drop because it could not render everything the way it needed to, like you could in a cutscene, because it was obviously, some of it was rendered in game. Anyway, there's no difference.
It is. It's all in game.
Just goes straight from cutscene to gameplay.
Yeah.
And there's no blackout. It is just cut. And I'm like, that's what I want in games.
Yeah.
I don't want no fade to black, fade in from black. Like, just give me the freaking gameplay. It looks gorgeous. Ashley Birch does a great job with this character. In the way that they've, like, I think she was born to play this character.
Yeah.
Outside of Tiny Tina.
Yeah.
Okay, she was born to play Tiny Tina. But then she was secondly born to play this character.
Yeah.
Because I know we had talked about her in Avengers and how her character there was, just ugh.
Oh, I liked her.
Ugh, Brett.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wait, she's Kamala Khan, right?
No,
wait, who is she?
She's
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop, thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind. You're right.
Yeah. Well, it's just because that way the character's wrote and the way they directed that character is just horrible. But this one, like, she is serious and has so much more heart and soul, and they were able to push that. From just what I've seen, like, you can tell this girl's been through a lot.
Right.
And it comes out perfectly.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what else comes of this.
Yeah. One thing that I was bummed about is I was hoping to see. Well, actually, I'm not bummed about this because I understand it's going to be coming. But I was thinking there would be a release date at the end of that trailer and be like, "Yo, it's coming out this year." Because I don't know, PlayStation doesn't have a lot that they're bringing out this year. Other than, I mean, they brought out Resident Evil, which wasn't even their exclusive title. But we have Ratchet and Clank coming out. But I think that's it.
Like, God of War is supposed to come out.
But we don't know. Like, it hasn't been confirmed. You know what I mean? Like, it's supposed to come out, but
so okay, we're gonna make some predictions here.
Okay,
two things could happen. One, God of War does come out in the fall, and then Horizon Zero Dawn comes out first quarter of next year, or vice versa. God of War comes out next quarter or first quarter of 2022, and then we get Horizon Zero Dawn at the end of the year. 1-2 of those games are coming out this year.
Yeah.
That's probably Horizon Zero Dawn. Unless come next month, we get some E3 drops from PlayStation and they're like, God of War coming October.
Yeah. Wait, so I'm trying to figure out here. So this is that. So God of War release. Okay, so like God of War can't come out though. It doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Because God of War came out April 20th of 2018. So that means if it comes out this year, that's a 3-year cycle to produce the next God of War.
Well, it's not being made by Carter Bartlog. Is not the lead director.
I think he is on it now. Like, I was hearing somebody talk about now he's like more involved in that. I don't know. Maybe he's not. But even still, though, it's the same studio, so it's a lot of the same resources. But we haven't seen Horizon Zero Dawn since February of 2017 was when it came out. Look, that's a long ass time ago. You know what I mean? That's like 4 years ago, brah.
They told us it was coming out.
They did. But that's everybody's told us. Cyberpunk told us 3 years in a row that they were bringing that game out. And it never came out. And it still was buggy as shit.
Yeah. That's why I think Horizon Zero Dawn will come out this year, and then God of War will come out next year.
Yeah.
And it might not even be the first quarter.
Yeah.
Might be the second quarter.
I don't know. I could see God of War in March of 2022. That would be my prediction.
Yeah,
and then I could see Horizon Zero Dawn coming out in November, but I bet you it's going to get delayed into 2022 as well. I don't think either of these games are going to come out this year. Actually, that's my hot prediction right there.
Man, Brett, don't tell me that.
Yeah, but what I'm worried about is like what's going to come out. Like what does PlayStation have up their sleeve? Because I mean, we've already seen. The only thing left is there anything left that's like first party besides Ratchet and Clank? We're not getting another Spider-Man yet because we just had Spider-Man. No. Naughty Dog's got some time to cook in the oven.
Well, they're working on the remake.
Right. The remaster of that. And then we got... I could see them bringing out an Uncharted game at some point, but not by Naughty Dog. Like I would love to see somebody else take Naughty Dog or take Uncharted and make the Lost Legacy kind of game.
I don't see him doing that.
Yeah.
I don't see him going back to Uncharted.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I feel like it's such a good world that they could like leverage.
I feel like they put that nice little bow on it, and there's no reason to go back.
I don't know. They had Lost Legacy, which continued the bow. It unraveled the bow. There was more content there.
They put an extra bow on there.
Yeah, they put an extra bow on there.
No, I mean, you're right.
I could see them do it, especially with the Uncharted movie coming out. I feel like it would be a missed opportunity to not bring something else out for it.
Look, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna do a remaster of it, a remaster of the whole series.
No, that they definitely should not do.
An 8K for PlayStation.
One piece of prize. One piece of prize. Or they're gonna do an Uncharted remake. And just do brand spanking new, but split Uncharted 1 into 4 games.
Yeah.
And release them over a course of 12 years. Like Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they could do that too.
That'd be a terrible idea.
But Horizon Forbidden West looks pretty awesome.